I know. You're wondering what in the world colors have to do with brilliance. Well, I'll tell you. The color exercise that you're about to do moves you into critical thinking. Let's look at the assignment together, and then I'm going to demonstrate for you exactly how you will submit the work. First, I just want you to grasp the concept. You are going to be describing shades of a color. Shades of pink, shades of purple, shades of gray. And the way that you're going to determine what those shades are will be inspired by the pictures you find in the application in the course. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. But I want you to remember you're going to be describing a shade of a color that's very creative and contains 2 adjectives or 1 really good adjective. Okay, and we're going to be using this little icon that we will find in the discussion board. I'll show you that in a second. But I want you to grasp the concept first. You're going to have a color in mind in your head. Close your eyes and think of a color. Purple maybe. And then you're going to follow the instructions that I'll show you in the discussion board. And you will find a Flickr photo of something that's purple. And that's going to inspire you to describe a shade of that purple. I've shown an example here. If I use this image and I label that cotton candy pink, if you close your eyes and hear the words cotton candy pink, can you see the color? I know I can. The other example I have is if I want a specific shade of yellow and I find this image and I name it school bus yellow. Close your eyes and hear the words school bus yellow. Can you see the color? Yes, that's what we're looking for. If I was just to say school bus, that doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't indicate a color. So we want to make sure that we're talking about shades of color. You're going to do 30 of these. The exercise begins at the top where you will define the words noun and adjectives in your own words. Make sure it's in your own words, folks. Plagiarism software will pick up things. Let's go to the discussion board and see how we do this. First, let's remember how I got here, so I have my bearings. I'm going to scroll down, and it's in the week 1 module. And of course, I know that I've already studied all of the information in the study folder. But I'm going to go down to the assignments. And as soon as I click on the assignment for fun proof that you are brilliant, it's going to take me to that discussion board that I just mentioned. Let's click that together. Now in the discussion board, I see that I'm in the right place for this assignment. I'm going to click Create a Thread. That will bring up a text box for me to play with. I have all this space. I'm going to title my assignment, and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to add my name, course information, and a title for my project. And remember, I scroll down here to get to that box, and there's my word count. That's going to add up as I add my words. There won't be very many. Where in the world am I going to find my word count, you ask? Well, if I look right down here, I see the words, and I'll just need to add those to the top whenever I'm through with the assignment. Next, I'm going to give this a title, and I'm going to create my definitions. So I'm going to do my definition there, as will you, and I'm going to come down to number 1. Remember, I'm going to be doing 30 of these. I'm going to go up here to the plus sign, and I'm going to scroll down to Flickr. And now that gives me this wonderful search to find the image that I want. I have pink in mind, so I'm going to click pink, and I'm going to let it find all kinds of fun objects for me to see. Ooh, those are pretty. And we're going to be looking at an object that inspires a shade. Okay, so let's go back. I'm going to look a little more. I'm going to go with this one. I click select. I'm going to take out all this other stuff. I don't need any of that. And I give it the color hot pink rose petals. Close your eyes and listen to these words. Hot pink rose petals. Not just pink rose petals, but hot pink. You can see the color, can't you? Okay, so I'm going to submit that, and that's going to go right there into my little text box. And if I couldn't get that out before, I'll just go ahead and remove that now. And there we go. That's number 1. And I go on and I do 30 more of these. The picture inspired the shade of pink. Let's do one more. This time I'm going to look for a specific object and see what color that inspires. This time I typed in gold crown, not just pink, but I put gold crown. I love those colors. Okay, so now I'm going to look for a crown. I'm going to go with this one. What color does that inspire? It's a picture of a gold crown, but what color of gold is that specifically? I'm going to think of a creative shade to describe this crown. I went with glistening regal gold. I could have said shiny or something like that, but I want to make sure that the image inspired the shade of gold that I'm describing. So I'm going to submit that, and that's going to go right in there, and I'm going to take out this information. I don't need that, though I appreciate their photo. And I move on to the next one. Oops. Let's keep them all the same so they're all pretty. And then as soon as I've completed 30 of these, with making sure that I use at least 2 adjectives or 1 super fabulous adjective, I'm going to submit. And remember, the key is that I be able to close my eyes and say the words and see the shade of a specific color. That completes this tutorial on how to show your brilliance with your color descriptions.